Well, what they found out, which is very interesting, they found out now they're going to start giving equipment to football players that protect their neck, not their head.
Oh yeah.
Because they're finding out the head is very strong. You know what? I banged my head. Nothing happened.
You can't hurt the brain, no.
No.
So it's the top of the neck, and if you see the players, the helmets stop high.
And that's why they're trying to.
Now they've got to lower that and put some kind of hard thing in the back there, so you can't hurt the top of your neck.
Well, the problem that they're having, I was reading this whole report, probably, is that then the receiver can't turn his neck to be able to see where the ball's coming.
It's an engineering problem.
Yes, that could be further.
But
hey, Doc, I got some questions. You want to hear some questions today?
Sure, anytime.
Okay. We got one from Boston, and the gentleman writes, I watched your show last week and was impressed to learn that you're using your procedure. One can't tell quickly if he has bad hips just by how he does things like hitting, fielding. My son is a college player and has been told that he has a hip flexor issues and is on the disabled list. Can something be done to help that situation?
One day.
One day.
In fact, you had that. You had a hip flexor problem.
Yeah, you fixed me one day.
One day, yeah.
I'm lucky I had a groin and hip flexor problem fixed in one day.
One day.
Is that amazing? And if I was an athlete, I'd be playing.
Trainers make big money. It's surprised how much money they make. And what do they know for it? Absolutely nothing. They don't know anything about this.
Really?
You could tell because the people are on the bench. See?
When I see a guy like Cam Newton on the bench, one of the most valuable quarterbacks probably in the country right now, and he's suffered from pain for his whole life. Shoulder injuries, back injuries, knee injuries, and everyone sends him in for surgery.
Hi, I'm Leah. Not only am I a patient of Dr. Anthony Pannozzo, but I'm also someone who spreads the word of how amazing he is. If you're someone who suffers from pain, I recommend that you give him a call. He seems to have the tools that no one else has. If you suffer from lower back pain, pain in your hips, in your knees, in your elbows, in your shoulders, or you're considering getting surgery, please stop, wait, make the appointment today, call Dr. Anthony Pannozzo, and make the call 561-381-5800 that could change your life.
Yep.
Okay, before I go on, did you know that according to the average, only 5% of football players suffer from concussions? Now, in parentheses, it said some of them aren't treated because they didn't fit the protocol. The protocol is, what's your name? Where are you?
Well, the protocol's wrong. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to that. The injury does not occur in the brain. It occurs in the top of the neck.
And the biggest injuries that happen are what you do. 36% on knee injuries.
Knees are really easy to treat. There's really no reason for having anybody operated for their knee. You know, like a meniscus, there's no such thing.
So let me ask you a stupid question.
ACL, no such thing.
Okay.
You can't even get to it.
So
most of that trouble is patella. Now, when you fall on your knee, you're injuring your patella.
Okay, explain that.
Well, because the kneecap is right there. That takes the brunt of it.
Right.
And not your knee.
Okay.
See, the knee is in the back of that. And when I show people where the actual knee is, they go, wow, they don't realize that. But the actual knee itself is hardly ever injured. The patella gets injured, and the capsule, the ligament around it gets injured. Mm-hmm. So all of those are treatable by just a small shot, and they're gone. Now, once you learn where the injury is, you don't get operated. People who go and blindly get operated, like one or two knees at a time, I mean, they've got to be out of their minds. I can't get the mindset for that. I don't get the mindset, how they get talked into that. Hey, I started the whole thing different, and it works. It's all based on the anatomy. It's all based on the physiology of weight bearing. How do you bear weight? Remember, every time you walk, you're bearing weight. Every time you lift or bend, you're bearing weight.
That's my groin pulling out a suitcase from the car.
Yeah, and so you have to know all those things, how it works. So you have to be able to take a good history. Mm-hmm. Find out, how you got hurt, when you got hurt, and what brings the pain on. If you can't tell me what brings the pain on, we can't treat it. There's no way to do it.
Well, it's funny what you're saying. there was this guy, he was a new patient, and he said, "Well, you really got to wait." And I said, "You know what?" The guy next to him, not me, said, "It's well worth it." Because and when you look at our reality show on Channel 19, whether you look at a computer, it's WWE 19. WE. I'm gonna write that down, Nick. It's WEYW 19. You could actually see these patients and how you diagnose them. I mean, it's amazing when you see this. Look, if you have Uverse, you can watch Dr. Pannozzo every Wednesday and every Friday at 6 o'clock. A gentleman from Boston writes, "As it was, my elbow hurts from lifting heavy boxes when I was moving at the treatment. My doctor told me to use ice compression and hot release plus an anti-inflammatory to keep me without any pain." Why are they telling me this when I know it might relieve my pain, but I'll still get my pain back?
There's a whole movement for compression. Mm-hmm. The physical therapists always tell you wear these garments that compress everything. Then it went to Copper. Copper Smith, what is his name? Tommy Copper.
Tommy Copper.
Who has a whole bunch of stuff. Socks. I mean,
he's got socks. He's got underwear. Now let me ask you a question.
How do you wear socks with copper in it? You can't do that.
I got a better one. How do you wear underwear with copper? You know what's going to happen down there when you got copper?
I like to see them wear copper shorts and see what happens to them.
We can. I just figured the goal. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make belts with pennies in them, and we wrap it around everybody.
That's almost real copper, right?
Yeah, but you know what it is? P.T. Barnum said, "Quote." There's a sucker born every day.
Why doesn't copper work? You know that.
Because it doesn't work because you're not going to the source.
The source. Oh, you did learn something.
I wrote down. I knew that question was there. No, I didn't. I equate to what you did with me. I mean, I said, I don't know how I lift weights. He said, okay, so you lift weights. You've been lifting weights a while. I said, but didn't have had a growing problem then. What happened? I was with my wife. I pulled out a trunk. I felt pain. I said, now, try to get that pain back. I said, Doc, I still got it. Where? I said my foot, so he gave me a shot there. I said, oh, God. And then he pressed on my groin. And you know what? Amazing. I had that shot almost 3 years ago, and I'm saying to myself, I'm not an athlete. I was doing squats at the gym, but Doc taught me how to lift weights the right way, and now everyone's finding out that's the right way. I do 8 reps, not 12.
I used to have a gym, I owned
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's right.
I designed it, financed it, and ran it. And then I got too old for it, and I said, I'm retiring, so I sold it.
Imagine you having a big gym and down South Florida and be able to help people.
36,000 square feet. It was that big.
That's probably bigger than. Well, you also owned a.
I designed that, and I never was in one.
Really?
No, I did not belong to any gym, and then I designed that thing myself.
Well, you designed it and
it worked.
And
built
built
it's still running. It's still running.
A facility for a patient facility.
Yeah. If you don't lift weights right way, you're going to hurt yourself.
Oh yeah.
And then you have to be able to know what's really hurt. A ligament or a muscle. Muscle pain lasts three days. Mm-hmm. A ligament pain lasts longer. So that's one of the ways, And so this compression came about because people wanted to sell things. And so now they're pushing on things, and there's no source, no diagnosis. And then ice and heat, the whole thing is bogus because you don't know what you're treating. So people ask me, do I have to do anything after I treat them? Put ice on it? I said, no, go play. The thing is, you're not going to stop yourself from getting well once that medication's in there.
The medicine that you take, other than aspirin, it goes to your brain and gives you the feeling that you're feeling good.
They're narcotics, dude.
Right.
You never lose your pain, though.
No.
All you do is get sleepy with narcotics.
Well, when I went to my dentist, he gave me oxycodone. I said, no, I'm going to take aspirin. He said, you're going to be in pain.
Listen, let me tell you something as a physician. If you're going to a doctor who gives you any narcotic at all, just walk out of there and don't take it. Go somewhere else because that guy is making you an addict.
Well, and
that's true. Now, I'm a doctor, and I'm telling you what these guys do. If they don't know what they're treating, they'll make you an addict.
That happened to my daughter's first husband. He passed away.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Leah. Not only am I a patient of Dr. Anthony Pannozzo, but I'm also someone who spreads the word of how amazing he is. If you're someone who suffers from pain, I recommend that you give him a call. He seems to have the tools that no one else has. If you suffer from lower back pain, pain in your hips, in your knees, in your elbows, in your shoulders, or you're considering getting surgery, please stop, wait, make the appointment today, call Dr. Anthony Pannozzo, and make the call 561-381-5800 that could change your life.